Did you know that something as invisible as a pesticide could be changing your child's brain? I'm talking about chlorpyrifos, a chemical that was once sprayed in millions of homes and farms across the world. Scientists have just uncovered what it may be doing long after the spray bottles were put away. Let me break it down for you. A team of researchers in the US wanted to know if prenatal exposure, that means exposure before birth, to chlorpyrifos had any effect on children's brains. They looked at over 250 kids in New York City, following their lives from the day they were born, measuring the levels of this pesticide when the babies were just minutes old. Fast forward. These kids are now between 6 and 14 years old. The scientists gave them MRI scans and checked out their motor skills, things like how quickly they could move or how well they could plan a movement. And what they found? The higher the exposure to chlorpyrifos before birth, the more changes they saw in the brain. Not just a little, these were remarkably widespread differences affecting brain structure, metabolism, and even how the brain functions. And it's not just about what's on the MRI. These kids showed slower motor speeds and had more trouble with things like coordination and movement planning. Imagine your child struggling to tie their shoes or play catch simply because of something they were exposed to before they were even born. That's what this study is hinting at. Now here's a twist. The US banned chlorpyrifos for home use back in 2001. But many of the women in the study were pregnant before or just after this ban. And globally, it's still out there, used on farms and in agriculture. So farm workers, pregnant women, and yes, their unborn children are still at risk. Now I've got to be honest, this study can't prove chlorpyrifos is the cause, only that there's a strong link. And things like exposure to other chemicals or different backgrounds weren't fully measured. But the message is clear. The developing brain is super sensitive. And researchers warn that other pesticides could be causing similar problems. So, what can you do? If you're pregnant or planning a family, talk to your doctor. Learn what's being used in your home or community. And if you're a parent, don't be afraid to ask questions about what's on your food or in your environment. The science is still evolving, but the takeaway is simple. Tiny exposures can have lifelong effects. Protecting our kids starts before day one. Thanks for listening, and if you found this important, share it with someone you care about.